So at the allotment today, guys, and I thought I'd give you a bit of a plot tour. There's nobody here. I've been trying to do it for a few days, but there's been people up here, and I don't like filming when there's people up here. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to film because there's a bit of a breeze, but I'm right at the top of the allotment, and the pigeon in the tree, right at the top of the allotment, and yeah, it's not so bad, but I am right by the train track, so there's a train going to go past any second. So this is my original plot here, number 79. There's the thing, the shed. So yeah, this is my original plot. And when I took it over, the people hadn't been up here for about this. It was split into half, so this is A, and over there is B. So this is A, and yeah, they hadn't been here for about 6 years. And when I came up here, it was in really good condition. There was these beds. These raised beds, there was lovely little paths in between and everything. I thought, oh wow. But what I realised they did is they came up here and they put like a weed fabric down, and it was not like a thick plastic, it was just like a really thin one, and all the couch grass has grown up through it. It's grown all in the beds and everything. So this side of the allotment I had as my perennial. This is my some wild garlic here, and yeah, I had this as my perennial side, but the couch grass and the bindweeds and everything, my strawberry bed not doing so well this year because this couch grass is just killing everything. So my plan is this year is just to let stuff grow. Once I'll move this. This is my asparagus. Oh, look, the asparagus. Look at that. Wow, I have to pick some of this for my dad. I think this is the 3rd or the 4th year I've had it. I bought 12 crowns, but I think there's only one, and there's one over there, two. Two have survived. So, yeah, this is my Babington leeks, and there's a perennial kale in there too. These are all my fruit bushes, currants and gooseberry, and then I've got some more under there, the cherry tree. My plan is, once they've all once they finish fruiting and everything and I've harvested it, I'm going to move it. I'm going to move the strawberries and the fruit bushes and everything over there, or here where the peas are, somewhere over there. This was my herb bed, and I've started moving some of them, but yeah, the bindweed and the couch grass is just killing everything apart from the mint. This is an artichoke, and it's been here like 3 years now. This should be massive, it should be absolutely thriving, but because there's just so many weeds and everything, and it's grown up through that membrane. It's really hard to get rid of. So I started here last year and I covered it in black plastic, and there's loads of mint growing there, but I will be digging this over and sorting that out. The same over here, and put the black plastic down. That is just nettles and brambles and everything. So this side really does need a good sort out. So I'm just going to maintain it this year and keep the grass down, cut the grass and stuff, and then I'm going to move stuff and start from scratch, because that's what it needs. It just needs everything digging up and all the weeds pulling out, because it's a mess. My shed desperately needs a paint and some bunting put up. My hanging baskets either kept on getting blown down or ripped down. I don't know, they're there on the floor at the moment. So I'll leave that, I'll sort that out afterwards. And then this is 79B, as they call it. So I've got A and B. This side is a little bit bigger than B. Yeah, I can't believe I used to grow all that food just on this one plot. So all here is garlic. Hope you can hear me, it's getting a bit windy again. This is my son's den. This is what he's been building. It's a bit worse for wear. That was a perennial kale, or is. I'm going to take some cuttings off it now because that was the original plant. And yeah, it's looking a bit worse for wear now, so I'm going to take loads of cuttings off it and try again. I've moved the rhubarb here this year from the old side already, and look at it, it's absolutely pathetic. I might have to invest in a few rhubarb crowns, but I won't be picking it this year because I've moved it, and I'm just hoping if I feed it and water it loads, it will thrive here, because it just didn't over there. Babington leeks, and these have got rust on them, as you can tell. See that? That's rust. But I'm just letting them go to seed so I can collect some seed. More rhubarb. These are flowers here. And then this is a bit of a rubbish pile, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cover that in black plastic and hopefully it'll die down. And here I've got my peas. So I split this side of the allotment into 3 beds. 1, 2 and 3. And then those 2 I split into 2. So I had 4 beds, so I could do a 4-year rotation. But I don't stick to that. But I don't stick to that now so much. You know, I always did it, but now I'm a little bit more flexible. So these are the peas, and I had them covered up for ages, and then, oh look, my first peas, earliest I've ever had them. So yeah, I think I left these go a little bit too long. These were a bit later, see, so they're doing a little bit better, more greener. But yeah, I covered them till they were strong enough so the pigeons wouldn't attack them, and if they did, then they would survive. And then I've got some more in here now, and I've got some more in the polytunnel, and I need to sow some more today as well. So I've got a gooseberry bush there that I propagated from a little stalk that fell off my original bush, so that's come really well. And then I've got 1, 2, 3 more rhubarb here, but they're not doing much either. I need to dig this bit over and weed it so I can get more peas in. And then this bed here now, there's my compost. There's the chest that they're still hitting, so I've just left it there now. If they hit it, they hit it. I've moved my chives already. The chives were here. I've missed a few, as you can tell. And there. Yeah, so I've moved the chives already, split them up. I've started digging over. I've moved the purple sage, which hated it. So I don't know if that's going to recover. I don't think it is. I think it's had it. But never mind. I've got a green sage still. Rosemary's fine, lavender's fine. Thyme, I really need to cut that back, and I've got some allium flowers growing there. But this is all going to be the herb bed. And then over here, once the peas are finished and the fruit bushes are finished flowering, I'm going to move them over, and the strawberries, and really so I can keep on top of them, because it's just annoying really hard to weed. The state it's in at the moment. These are all garlic that I missed last year. These are elephant garlic and they're doing really well, which I'm glad because I haven't got much garlic this year at all. I usually go overkill on the garlic, but for some reason it just hasn't happened this year, so I'm very grateful for them. Then on this side I have got my first early potatoes, 3 rows of them. Are they Swift? I think they're Swift, can't remember, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. For some reason I've got a gap there and this one hasn't come up. 6 and 7. So I've done these in succession so they wouldn't all come together. And then here, just to fill in the space, I've put some Boltardi beetroot. Then here is the lettuce. So this is Rocket and it's had a bit of flea beetle damage. And that's Rocket and spring onions. These are a couple of lettuce that a plot neighbour gave to me, and I'm glad he did. These are the organic slug pellets. I'm glad he did because that's how I could tell he'd eaten these. So look at this. Look at that. Down to the ground. Look at that one. Nothing left. That one's down to the ground. Spring onions. My one broad bean. It's covered in ants. Does that mean there's black fly on there already? It's usually a sign of black fly. I've got ants on them. Kale, red Russian kale, which I'm going to use like a salad leaf. And then these have really perked up. I think I put too much pellets down there. Oh, they've had a little nibble on that one. But I picked some of this lettuce the other day and it's gorgeous. And then this is the beetroot that was desperate to go in, golden beetroot. Then here I have got, can't see, I've got my carrots here. So I've done a row of carrots, a row of pot marigolds, calendula, then another row of carrots, and then another row of flowers. So I've got Amsterdam and Nantes, and then over here I've done parsnips, and I'm going to do another row of carrots for Autumn King, and I'm hoping they will help with the carrot fly and keep them off. Look at all these calendula growing. Oh, amazing, I love flowers. And then I need to dig this bit over. I have started, and this is where the sweet corn will be going. Then I always have flowers here at the end of my plot. Some tulips, I've got gladioli growing, rudbeckia, echinacea. I hope that's echinacea. I planted so much echinacea and none of it came back last year, so I've grown some more from seed. Hopefully they will. A couple of alliums, gladioli, but yeah, couch grass. Oh, unbelievable. And these are alliums here as well, and they've got like a purple flower on top. Right then, so this is my newest plot. I say newest, this is the 3rd year I've had it now. Can't believe how quick it's gone. I got it in the first lockdown in 2020, and this is plot 94, and a lovely man called Mr. Lloyd had it before me. He had this one and this one, and then he gave up this one before he left, and then he damaged his shoulder, so he had to give it up. And he was a lovely man, but There was a lot of work to do, and this is how much I've had done in 3 years really. So I always like flowers at the front, so I've got flowers all grown here and here. Those are comfrey, and I've also got some Egyptian walking onions, and I've got some more there. Egyptian walking onions. I can't remember what these flowers are, but they're a pink flower. So I started planting some brassicas. These are all my kohlrabi, and under there is a load of cabbages, and then these are what I planted yesterday. And there's kale, broccoli and cauliflower in there. And then under here I planted some more kohlrabi, and I think there might be a kale or two that's snuck in there, but this is purple kohlrabi. And then I just put some lettuce in. Lettuce hasn't done very well. I don't know if it's just the type of it, I don't know, the variety. It's looking a bit pathetic, but never mind. It needed to go out, so it's done. So the plan is to have like a central path all the way down, and then beds this side and beds that side. I'm going to have an arch here with some sweet peas, and right by the water. How ace is that? So this side I've planted a load of onions, spring onions. I've grown some onions from seed. I've bought sets because they were like reduced to 50p. There's white and red in here. I think these are more red, and these are the white onions. And then I've got some of the beetroot in here as well. They're the golden ones. So we'll just see how they're doing. I know it seems a little bit early to plant stuff out, but I am protecting it, and it has been well, and I don't think, I say that famous last words, that we'll have another frost. Anyway, so these are the rest of the potatoes. These are my salad potatoes, and I think these are Charlotte. And just where you see all the little sticks, that's so I roughly know where they are. And I'm not going to earth these up. I'm going to see, I've hopefully buried them deep enough so they don't turn green. I did have a little fairy garden on my other plot. I had to move it because cars kept on driving over it. But that's a little pumpkin from my fairy garden, which I'm hopefully going to get back again this year. So yeah, this now is going to be the hard bit, because I haven't really dug here for 3 years, and neither did the man, Mr. Lloyd, either. So it's just full of couch grass, bindweed, brambles. I've had this covered now for a while, so hopefully it'll do. And I've covered this back up here. So this bit here was all covered in this black plastic, and I took it off to move it to put and look at all the bindweed and the thistles, and there's just rubbish and stuff everywhere. So this I've cut back 3 times now, and this is just growth from last year because I cut it back again. I cut this back a couple of months ago, and that's all come back again. But I need to get rid of this. It's just I came to do it the other day in Crocs, and the thorns went straight through my Crocs into my feet. Because look at them. They actually went into my skin, through the Crocs, through my socks, everything. So my plan is here to hopefully grow some Jerusalem artichokes, and some sunflower seeds, because I'm hoping they will condition the soil and break it up a bit for me, because it's like it's clay, it's concrete under there, it's terrible. And these are thistles, look at them, they're everywhere, and bindweed. Ugh. But I'll get there. We just have to keep on looking at the stuff I've done. I'm so jealous of my plot neighbours. They've got this massive polytunnel and it's amazing. And look at the brassica cage. Oh, gorgeous. And there's mine. Bit of string, bit of net, and a couple of poles. Those are dahlias that I dug up. For the size of them. Apparently you can eat them. I've never tried though. That is giant red mustard. Very spicy. Very nice, cooked in coconut milk, like a curry. Then this is the end of my plot here. So it should go like that. But it goes a bit wonky down the bottom. But here I'm growing some flowers. And I'm going to grow flowers all the way down just to get the pollinators here. And hopefully just break up this soil. Because that's what I did over there. I grow loads of flowers and everything, and I compost some of it, but over winter I just leave it, and then the slugs and the worms and everything take it all down, they eat it and break it up, and that's how I get the soil in a better condition. So hopefully I'm going to do that this side as well, and then I'll let the flowers self-seed everywhere. Oh, isn't it so exciting? And there's some growing here already. I'm hoping that's borage, because the flowers are lovely and a nice gin and tonic. Look at the grass coming through already, and I've weeded that. On this side of my plot I do have mare's tail, which I'm going to do a video about, because a lot of people hate mare's tail, but I don't mind it. I'm fine with it. It's the bindweed and the couch grass that I don't like, because it stops my plants from growing, whereas mare's tail is really, really useful. I can hear the scrap man shouting. Yeah, really useful. You can eat it, you can make hair conditioner with it, and it makes the best free fertiliser and plant food that you'll get. It's amazing. So yeah, I'll do a video on that one day, and try and get people to like mare's tail and not hate it. It's got such a bad rep, but really it's not that bad compared to other weeds like thistles and brambles and bindweed. So this is the railway fence now. I'm right at the top of the allotment. Sorry, the wind got really, really bad. And you can hear anything I was saying. Yeah, so, I love it up here. I absolutely love it. This is my happy place. It does need a lot of work to do, but I'll get it done. And yeah, I cannot wait. It's going to grow me so much food. So thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.